Wrestling's where the wrestling truth resides.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the stage. MEW, owner, operator, whatever else, founder, all that fun stuff. Mike Turner. Hey, Mike.
Hey, guys. Hey.
Hey. So, welcome to the show.
Thank you guys for having me on.
Hey, not a problem, man. Not a problem. Yeah. So, like I said, we're out without a big cat. So, yeah. It's but we have when we do the interview section, we always got a few questions. Usually, Levi runs this, but no Levi Spade either. He's off, like I said, doing pirate things. So, a couple things. First of all, how'd you get started in wrestling, and what made you want to do all this fun stuff?
Well, I initially started with Ryan Colson.
Yes.
He was with GIW out of Harrington, and he has one way of doing things, and I have another way of doing things, much like everybody else. And I decided that it was time to kind of branch out and give the area something more consistent than what he was able to do. Nothing that he was doing was wrong, but it just he's a once a year kind of guy. Does big, huge charity shows, which is great. But I felt like the area needed something more consistent, or at least down East Maine did.
All right, Mike. So normally we sometimes get questions from the audience, and we actually got a good one from Big Country, and he says, "Why is Sam the ref for the match with Lee, and why is Lee being rewarded with a #1 contendership match for attacking you?" Ow, cat.
I can answer this for him because he knows what's good for him.
Oh, that's what it is.
Wow. This was early. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just saying you can answer it how you want, but I believe that's the correct answer. That's all I'm gonna say, and then I'm just gonna
about Mike. Go ahead and answer it.
Yeah. So Lee was given an opportunity to face Jason for the #1 contendership because they, in my opinion, put on good matches together, and I felt like, I brought in Tristan for our last show, and he couldn't beat Eric. Nobody's beaten Eric. Big T did beat him this past winter.
Yeah, I was there for that. I remember that.
Due to a briefcase by Mr. Boyce.
Yeah, like I said, I was there for that.
Was able to retain or regain the title the following night.
Who was the referee for that match? Huh.
I don't remember.
Was that you again? Who let you put on stripes?
Yeah, it's all an awkward situation. Regardless, I felt that they put on good matches, and I want to see the belt stay within people in the state, or I felt that's earned opportunities. So, regardless of the situation with Lee, we have a lot of history. I felt that it was an opportunity, one, to see him get his ass kicked, and two, hopefully, a good match comes out of it. Now, the reason Samuel Matthews is going to be a referee is because why not? Why not? Why not make it interesting? The kicker to the whole situation, though, is that if Samuel does not call the match right down the middle, he will be immediately fired.
Ooh. Sam rebuttal. I feel like I'm doing a debate. Oh, I think he's swearing and screaming at the walls right now. That would make sense. Yeah, that's a fun one. I perfectly enjoy that myself. I hope he comes back because I don't want to do this by myself tonight. I'm a good second guy. I'm good going off people. I'm not, That's why when people hand me mics randomly and I'm like, "There's a mic here. What am I doing with it?" Hi, Sam. Welcome back.
It's back. Yeah, it's
I'm back.
Are you done throwing things at walls?
I didn't throw one thing yet.
Mm-hmm.
I'm good. I'm happy. Let's do this interview. Go ahead. Keep asking the questions.
Okay. So, I see the title belt behind you, Mike, and this is one of my favorite questions. I always ask this question. What is your favorite title belt of all time?
Oh, wow. I'd have to say the Winged Eagle.
Winged Eagle?
Yeah.
That's a lot of people's first choice. Yeah, I mean, it's a gorgeous belt. So.
I'm a huge Bret Hart fan, so you know, that's what he carried. So.
I'm same area. Mine was Shawn Michaels, of course, but yeah, definitely. So, all right, very cool.
Mine
what
will
else?
Always be the big gold.
The big gold's really nice too. I will fully admit that. I have to admit the big gold because I mean, when I was growing up, it was the Winged Eagle and the big gold. That was it. I remember those two belts specifically for WCW and WWE. So yeah, even like going back and rewatching it, we're seeing like a different belt. It just throws me off. Like Hogan had a way different belt. The big green belt was all sorts of weird and stuff like that. So that's the belt he won off Iron Sheik in '84, by the way. Fun facts. All right. So, what's the? I love this one because you've been around for a little bit and you've seen some pretty bad stuff and some good stuff. But what is the worst bump you've ever seen or ever taken, or both? Actually, let's do both. What's the worst bump you've ever seen and the worst bump you've ever taken?
Outside of getting hit a few weeks ago with a kendo stick by some jackass.
Those suck, yeah.
Yeah. I'd have to say, actually, where were we up north when we took the clothesline from Eric?
Oh, that was not Van Buren. Where the hell was that? It was
way up there.
No. Oh, I remember that. Yeah, when you and I took. Yeah, when I was going for the Worcester County Championship. Eric damn near took my head off.
Yeah, that big forearm coming at you.
Yeah.
It sucks. I also I was in where were we? We were in Buxton at Skip's Lounge, and Malik Logan laid me across to Eric, and then proceeded to give the swanton.
Yeah.
I thought I was going to die,
by the way.
Yeah.
So yeah, Malik Logan, man. Shout out to Malik. Haven't seen him in a while. Not really wrestling much these days, about what I hear. He's working with TSA and doing good there. So he's having a good time there. Sam, what is your tag team partner going on about?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Check the chat.
He's just doing his thing.
Yeah. Okay. Sure, his thing, he says.
I mean, this is true. Let's just keep this in mind.
I mean,
that my count is the final say.
Hey, it was Lee's fault for knocking out Greeny. We had you guys beat no matter what, so.
I'm just saying.
This is true.
It's now my count that says. So.
Oh, that's gonna be awesome. All right.
Next question.
Jeez, man. All right. Yes, sir. Because I do so well with authority. We found that out in the past. Let's see here. Who's your biggest inspiration in wrestling? Like, it be as a manager, as a wrestler, as a booker, as everything. Like, who are your go-tos? Like, if you're gonna sit down and watch wrestling, like, I would pick ideas from a guy. Like, it could be like a Cornette, it could be like a Bobby the Brain, it could be Vince. I mean, not Vince for obvious reasons, but Tony Khan. Guys like that.
Honestly, I guess I could answer that in two parts. One is if I'm going to pick apart something to try to maybe get an idea that was from a bigger company, I would look back towards the Monday Night Wars, things of that nature. So there's a plethora of people I guess I could use in that manner. But honestly, Randy Carver.
Yep. All right.
I like the talent that he brings in. It's no way to help the situation at all. Like, we obviously, no matter what state you're in, whether it be Maine, New Hampshire, wherever, the pool of talent is always going to be what it is. And all these promotions are going to feed off in that, and utilize as many as they can to try to put on the best shows. And, Randy brings a lot of talent in from other places, along with using, local talent, which is great. And I try to do that myself as well. I just try not to bring in the same people as him. If you guys have noticed, I have obviously can't help it once again, but I try to think outside the box in similar ways that he does.
Well, I think that's super important in a wrestling promotion, and I think that's something that you do very well. You do pull from talent that you don't normally maybe see in the state of Maine. I know I've met a bunch of people that you've brought in that I hadn't seen work other places. So that is something that you do really, really well.
Good example of that. Like a couple shows ago, there's a Tiffany Academia. No, what the hell's her name?
Oh, Avatar.
I've met
Erica.
Erica Academia, like her.
Yeah.
And the funniest, it was funny is if you ever bring Hard Work Heroes in, Aaron has almost the same gimmick. It's funny as hell because he's Aaron Academia, and it's like literally it's still Deku from My Hero. So I looked at her and went, "Oh my god, it's Aaron," and I tried to explain it to them, and they're like, "No, we've been working for it longer." I'm like, I don't care. It's the same gimmick. It's just funny. That's why I rock the Aquaman stuff. Not a whole lot of that around.
Yeah,
So,
everybody prefers Namor.
No one prefers Namor. Namor is a self-centered dick.
I like Namor.
So. Really? Ouch, man. I'll give you the belts back. Jesus. I'm kidding. All right.
I'm saying I like Namor.
Oh, you like Namor. Okay, well, your opinion doesn't count. So, let's see here.
Big Country
here we go.
is running his gums.
Ooh. No, that's a great idea, actually. I'd love to see that match.
That might be something great for the beginning of the year.
Hell yeah. Sammy and Nakoma, they'd beat the crap out of each other. God, they hit harder than we do. I refuse to take Alicia's chops ever again.
I will be seeing Sammy in a couple of weeks when Let's Wrestle comes to Milford.
Oh, yeah. We'll be there for that. So, all right. What's the next question we got here? We got, what's your favorite style of wrestling? Actually, like, everyone's got their style they really like. I'm a big guy for ECW, like the old ECW. Like, even working out at the gym the other day, I was watching Taz versus Bam Bam Bigelow. So, like, I love old ECW, especially, like, the wrestling style, not the hardcore stuff, but, and some guys like Japan. So, what do you got?
I like the lucha style wrestling. Although that's weird. I don't like watching it live. I like seeing it in person.
All right.
That makes any sense whatsoever.
Not on TV, but sitting by a ring.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
Sometimes I get that because sometimes you get the better feel for stuff if you're there. Like, I find, like, especially lucha, like, if you watch it on TV, you can, depending on the camera angle, you can see stuff. But if you're there live, you're watching it, and it's like that's how your brain's reacting to it. That's
right, cool. And I'm just the total opposite with the hardcore stuff. I'd rather watch it on TV than I would seeing it live.
Yeah,
I always worry about, and that's why I don't do a lot within MEW with that, because I always worry.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna give Lee Miller props here. This pains me, but that's a good idea too.
That would be great, yeah.
About freaking time.
Oh, wow. Where'd he come from?
Narnia, apparently.
I apologize.
Did you see the 5 phone calls and 3 voicemails?
No, I only got 1 phone call, and I was wondering, why is Andy calling me I get 5 in the morning? Like, why is he? And then
because it's 9:30 at night on Per Sessions night, dude. Oh god,
I was very tired apparently because I slept through 3 alarms and 5 phone calls and 3 minutes.
Yeah. Well, welcome, Big Cat Tyler Adams. Good, because I don't know how to control the rest of this stuff. So, okay, Mike. Sorry, buddy. Okay, here's a good one. I like this one. If you can have a match between 2 wrestlers in their prime, it could be like George Hackenschmidt versus Kevin Owens. Who would you choose?
Oh, okay. Wow. 2 wrestlers in their prime. That's a tough one.
It really is.
That is a tough one.
I mean, for me, I'd like to. I'm a huge Demolition guy. I'd love to see like Demolition versus like FTR.
Yeah,
how fun would that be?
I'd have to go with my guy Bret Hart and then Seth Rollins. I think
that would be fun. Yeah,
I think that would be
So, Kat. By the way, you are here for this. I'm just going to catch you back up. So, if Matt decides to pull shenanigans, I'm sorry, Samuel Matthews decides to pull shenanigans, he's fired.
Oh,
yeah. You missed that.
I did miss that.
Yeah,
Fired from the
MEW. No, MEW. Yeah,
you can't fire me from the podcast.
Yeah, he's like a virus. He just keeps showing up randomly. We can't get rid of him.
Can't fire me.
Well, luckily, I have like 3-year-age drum right here, so we're good.
I'm still thinking there might have been some sabotage why I didn't get up there.
Yeah.
Today,
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, of course you don't.
So Lee
it's not my fault that you can't.
Kurt Angle versus Prince Puma. Oof.
It's not my fault that you can't follow an alarm.
To be fair, without my girlfriend, I wouldn't wake up in the morning either. She's like, she pokes and prods at me and shakes me and stuff. I'm a heavy sleeper. Yeah. Okay. What else?
I just don't know. I don't know what happened. Like, I literally had like everything. I had backup plans. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, well, accidents happen. I mean, look at Samuel Matthews. He's living proof.
Yeah, that is true. You're right about that.
Yeah. I didn't say it. All right. Man,
I'm going to maintain my professionalism.
You have some? So, all right, Mike. So, let's see. We have like a list of questions. I'm just going through. I have most of them here. So, your favorite title belt, biggest inspiration, favorite style wrestling, dream match for yourself. Yeah, I think that's most of the questions. Oh, yeah, okay, that's that. Yeah, I think we hit them all. How do you feel about Roman and Cody teaming up? There we go, from Dylan. Not me.
Dillion.
The other.
Dillion.
It's with an I instead of Y. So yeah, chat. If you got any questions for Mike Turner, hit us up, man. I asked our ones
right there.
Yeah.
I'm not answering that question.
Do we not like Cody or do we not like Roman?
I'm not a Cody fan at all.
Okay.
I don't know why. I just can't get into it.
All right. We're not coming out to Nightmare now, so cancel that. No. So all right. What?
Hold on.
What?
I've got a question for Turner.
Oh God, here we go.
Do you accept the Samuel Matthews way?
No. That's the most awkward question I've ever been asked.
Did you?
I mean, I've been asked more awkward questions, but that's top 5. Yeah.
Then, in November, be prepared for what happens. Because I've reminded you time and time and time again that consequences have actions, Turner. Okay? Do you remember what happened last time I told you that? Hey, Kat, I bet you have the footage. Why don't you bring the footage up? Tyler, bring the footage up.
Of what, last show?
Yeah. Let's show everybody what happened the last show.
See, I'm still wondering why. What was the consequence that Mike Turner did to,
I simply just come in to check on my talent.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure that out. Like what consequences of actions that Mike Turner did.
Do Lee Miller and I have the tag team titles around our waist, or did you get involved in business that didn't involve you, and now here we are?
Everything that goes on in MEW involves me.
Not my business. Not now.
Oh, if you bring your business in there, it's my business.
Hold on. I just got to show this. Dude, he's the owner. His call is final. It's kind of like Tony Khan coming out there and be like, blah. Or Triple H coming out and blah. They're the guys in charge. It doesn't matter who the ref is. It doesn't matter what. They're kind of above the refs. That's how that crap works.
See, consequences have actions. You learned that at the last show when we left you laying.
Well, what I learned was that Lee Miller can swing a kendo stick. That's what I learned.
Welcome.
I hope Mr. Maverick shoves it right up his ass in a couple of weeks.
Are you not going to be able to show the foot? There it is. Let's watch this.
I got it. I was just trying to figure out.
Like I said, I don't know how to control this stuff, so.
how to make this bigger, but I can't. So,
is that from Facebook?
Yes.
Can't download that stuff.
I could, but I think it's still going to be the same.
Zuli, do the thing.
Yeah. Wow. Wow.
Ooh, let's back that up. Let's watch that again.
Well, what do you want to watch this comment again? Is that what you're saying?
It's all right. You all can laugh. You can all make your jokes. No, let's watch this again. You got involved. Okay? And that's not where it stopped.
See, the getting involved is checking on your talent. That's kind of, you know.
It was not his fight. He made it his fight. All he had to do was, for one, he didn't give us our tag shot. And not only that, he booked us in a match for it was just a match.
Well, what makes you feel like you even earn it or deserve a tag title shot? I mean, if you remember correctly, I put you and Lee, or I allowed you and Lee to even be tag champions because Lee's partner over in Canada decided he wanted to become Disco Inferno version 2.0 and Ryan Riggs.
Hold on. Rewind that sentence. That happened?
That did happen. That happened in June.
Oh, Ryan. Why?
Samuel Matthews was Ryan Riggs' replacement.
We need more rum.
And I allowed that to happen. If you remember correctly.
Sorry, we're getting some good women's matches yelled out here, so sorry. Go ahead, Mike. I apologize.
And if we remember correctly, the second night of that two-night situation in Franklin, you guys captured the tag titles because, once again, the kendo stick comes out, the referee is taken out of commission, and somebody had to count 3.
Or we would have beat you anyway if you wouldn't have knocked out the referee. That's how that works.
You could have let things progress the way they needed to progress. And you got involved. See, Turner, you and I have a history that maybe not a lot of people remember. But you see, let's not forget who was there for you in a pinch. Let's not forget that. Let's not forget who stepped in when you needed someone. Each and every single time. And then you stick your nose in Samuel Matthews' business. And in Lee Miller's. No, my time.
Okay.
Then you stick your nose in Vicious Intense business. And then you think we're going to do this little song and dance in November. And you think there's not consequences for these actions. You're out of your mind, and Lee didn't hit you hard enough with that kendo stick. But don't worry, there's more to come. I promise. Oh. No. You want to make comments. See, I'm not mad. I'm happy. I'm happy things are unfolding the way they are. Oh, it makes me happy. Because the only ones who are going to suffer are you. Now, let's continue this interview in a respectful manner. Or you can see your way out. We can do this one of two different ways. Now I'm going to unmute everyone. There.
Kat, can you explain to me how the hell he get the mute powers?
I don't care who, I know I can't fire you and shit. Don't you fucking mute me again. How about that? Because I don't know who you think you are. This is my show, not your show.
So I'm going to say it this way, and this is just kind of irking me ever so slightly. You keep going on about how Turner screwed you guys. We had you beat Plain and simple. We beat you again a couple weeks later. We'll beat you again the next time we meet, and we'll beat you again every time we meet. You keep coming up with this best version of us. We are the best version of us. We're the MEW Tag Team Champions. We were the MPW Tag Team Champions, so you screwed us over. We are the Supernova Tag Team Champions, and we will hold every belt in every company we ever go to. So, Samuel Matthews, if you want to go about the best version of me, I am damn the best version of me. I will get in that ring and show you time and time again the best version of me, because I am the best version of me. I've come through the fires. I've walked through the flames. Dylan Nix has risen from the depths. The Kraken has been released. And boy, you do not want more of it. I'm at the point where I'm exceptionally happy. I'm exceptionally happy. I don't need anything else. I'm where I need to be in everything at the moment. Plain and simple. I am the best version of me.
What are you guys doing in January?
I don't know what the hell we're doing in January. It's January. It's freaking September. It's like you people that wanted pumpkin spice back in freaking June. Screw the pumpkin spice.
Well, I'm sorry, Dylan. I January is awesome. I think.
I'm not mad at January. I'm just kind of ranting.
Well, no. If I can make it happen, Levi said something the other day that I heard. If it's at all possible and I can make it happen, so I'm putting. I know he's not here tonight.
Like, hold on once. I'm gonna let you finish that thought. But really, Lee? Really? Yeah. Okay, you go with that, buddy. All right, finish. Go ahead and finish, Mike.
Levi put out the challenge to Samuel. I mean, if he's willing to come back to Maine, I'll make it happen.
That would be really good.
Sign it.
Oh, hey, you know what? Sorry, I have to bring this up too. Jason Maverick, Jason and I, we have our moments where we butt heads. Jason's Jason, I'm me. But I got to bring this up because he brings up a good point.
Yeah, I have wrestled DCMC.
Yes, as my replacement, but I've actually wrestled them down in Massachusetts also.
Yeah, another time that Samuel Matthews stepped in
and
when
stepped
someone
out.
needed...
And stepped out. Yeah. So, and by the way, all the stuff you mentioned, Matt, Samuel, all the stuff you mentioned about like stepping in to help and stepping in as a promoter, stepping in this and that's just called paying your freaking dues. We've all done it. Just saying. Right. But yes, Levi Spade versus Samuel Matthews. I'd like to see that. I'd like to see Levi kick your head off. That'd be fun.
If you didn't watch the last podcast, because I know you guys were doing something, Levi.
We tuned in. I tuned in later.
You tuned in. He flat out said, he says, my boys, they changed and whatever, they turned a new leaf. I never fucking changed. I'm still a monster that I was before I left. He's still
an angry ball of death.
Then he's 100% willing to show a fight, especially to Lee Miller, who likes to run his mouth.
Speaking of running his mouth, I'm telling Dad.
Where's POS? Alexander Lee's duck.
Why is Lee only in the comments? Why nobody invited him?
Nah. Last time he was on here, he was like, and it's yeah.
If he can hold a conversation longer than 2 seconds, maybe he'd be on here.
Oh, he's as lame as his tag partner.
Oh,
they're the best version of each other, which is not very good.
Are you watching?
It's all fun and games. Just let's see what happens in November.
You haven't seen me commenting?
Let's just see what happens in November. Y'all can say
we know what's going to happen in November.
Okay.
The reason here's the thing. The reason why the last show you were able to do what you did, and I've pointed this out, is because I wasn't there.
Yeah,
you knew I wasn't going to be there. You knew my wife was having surgery and I have to stay home. So you took that opportunity to attack Dylan Nix and JP. And when Mike stepped in to make sure we were okay, you took that opportunity to, prove a point as well.
Shut
the. Let me mute you there. How you like me talking? The boss is talking here. We all know You don't fuck with Big Cat here. We all know the situation that would have happened if I was there. You wouldn't have gotten any kendo shots because more than likely you wouldn't be on the ground. You would be on the ground. You wouldn't be standing because Big Cat would have beat the piss out of both of you. You know. So November, yeah, there is going to be hell because I'm still pissed that not only that you hurt my tag team partner, but you also hurt Mike for giving the Wild an opportunity to showcase the true talent of Maine. That's coming up, buddy. That's coming up.
I think we might have to get Big Country back on here too. We might have to get Big Country back on at some point.
Is your neck feeling better?
My neck feels great.
Oh, it's feeling a whole lot better.
Oh, you both.
It's all feeling a whole lot better.
I'm sorry, I forgot both of you.
There we go.
And if you, I don't know if you knew this, but me and Nix have been, putting in some extra time in the gym, getting ready for
oh hell yeah,
for when we encounter you. It doesn't matter. Here's the thing: it doesn't matter if we, see you until November. If we see you before November, out in the wild, I'm gonna take my shot there. I don't care if it's in a ring. I don't care whatever, because like I said, I'm pissed that you guys thought this was, consequences have your consequences have actions. I have no problem sitting in a day in a jail cell just to prove a point here.
Kind of sounds like you're being a little aggressive, Big Cat.
I actually have a question for Samuel.
Perfect.
Yeah. So, did Lee kiss your ass to be a part of the Samuel Matthews way, or what did he do to get that to happen? I mean, besides the fact that I put you guys together as a team, what makes him lick your boots?
He doesn't lick my boots. You see, what happened is he realized that through the Samuel Matthews way of self-reflection, acceptance, and enlightenment, that it will allow you to be a better version, the best version of yourself. And when he realized that and became enlightened, look at what Lee Miller has done since.
Nothing.
Really? Really? Because he left you laying. He hasn't been left laying.
Oh, that's right. Yes, you guys. You're absolutely right.
Here's the problem. Here's the problem. You guys like to look in black and white. Wins and losses. Things along that lines. And yes, wins and losses matter. But there's a bigger message that is being delivered. You see, Turner, I don't dislike you, but you don't think you could be a better version, the best version of yourself?
I think I'm doing pretty good right now. Yeah, I don't think I need your help.
Yo, homeboy owns a company, man. How much better do you need to be? Just saying.
And I'm just saying that in due time, either you'll have a choice in that time to either accept the Samuel Matthews way, and I've offered, but there'll be a time where that offer just isn't there anymore.
Man, Big Country coming into the bombs tonight.
It's okay. See, I'm okay with being the one that people laughs at, because at the end of the day, Turner, right? Nobody was laughing. Right, Dylan? No one was laughing.
Oh, no, I was not laughing. I was nuclear hot, actually.
No, nobody was laughing. Yeah. Hey, Tyler, when I left you laying, were you there laughing?
No, I was just, deeply, deeply saddened that, a guy that I was on the road with multiple.
Yeah. So
Don't you fucking mute me. Like I said, I don't care if you can't be fired from the show. You don't fucking mute me. Like I was saying, saddened that a friend decided to, betray me. A guy that I rode on the road multiple times, hung out in the dojo, trained together, has been to my house, hanged out with family, decided to, take a shot at me. So, I was upset, and now I'm angry, very angry. Especially since, like I said, I have situations so I don't, I make the podcast on time, and I apologize, Turner, for not being here when I'm supposed to be.
No,
I think somebody's been screwing around with stuff, and it's starting to piss me off. That this things keep on happening. My show keeps on getting fucked with. Alarms are. I'm waking up late for work when I'm not supposed to be. Like I have the alarms, 15 or so alarms that magically for some reason don't actually working right now. So
that's weird.
Yeah,
That's
so weird. So, anyways, continue your point, your shitty point, but go for it.
No, I mean, you clearly what you had to say was more important.
Well, obviously, because this is my show. It isn't what I have to say is important.
Well, we have a great show coming up in November. It's gonna be a blast. It's gonna be one for the ages, and you're not gonna want to miss it. Oh, Turner, you're gonna definitely enjoy it.
So, Mike, we generally go about 45 minutes with these things. Sorry, Sam took up 10 minutes of rant time. But
I apologize again for not being
Cat
here.
was asleep.
I'm sorry.
But we're gonna go ahead and we'll let you go for the night, so we don't have you on here any longer. You don't have to listen to the three of us at each other. But go ahead and plug your stuff. Tell us where we can find you, all social medias, all that fun stuff, and yeah, have at it.
Yeah, so you can find Bell to Bell Promotions on either Facebook and or YouTube. November 2nd, we return to Franklin, Maine. That one is a special show to me, not only because I get to watch Samuel get hurt, but potentially, mind you. But every ticket being sold, $5 from that ticket will go to feed 10 local families for Thanksgiving.
That's cool.
Fantastic.
That's awesome.
So
That's awesome.
That's the big thing there. I'm really trying to push that. We have a lot of coverage coming up.
Are they accepting donations as well?
Well, yeah. So I'm working with a nonprofit and another business that is actually a sponsor of mine, or was a sponsor this year, Luxury Acadia Picnics. So what we're doing is anything that's sponsored is going to go towards a ticket still, and those tickets will then be donated. I've already had people actually doing that. They purchase tickets because either one, they're not, maybe a fan of wrestling, which they should be, or they just simply can't make it. So I'm working with a nonprofit in Ellsworth called Special Children's Friends, which I'm going to donate all these tickets that are donated to, to them, so that their families can go, or just simply anybody else that can't afford to go.
Yeah, no, that's cool. Yeah, no, if there's a way to do donations, let me know. Let us know, and we might be able to pull something off.
Right.
I have a few connections around the island down here, so we can maybe.
Yeah, no, I mean, one, getting people to come out would be great. Two, if there's any donations, I mean, any significant donations, minus the ticket sales, that will just go to feed, more families, not just the 10. I'm doing the 10 as a baseline because you got to start somewhere.
Yeah.
But if we can do more, that'd be great. So
yeah, definitely.
Yeah. I don't know if you know this, Mike. The joke around the podcast, that Sammy Matthews likes to say, is that I'm an unsafe worker. So God forbid, because I'm an unsafe worker, that something happens to Samuel Matthews coming up in November. God forbid.
Well, that was kind of where my outlandish little comment came with him. Because you never know what can happen. I mean,
You never know,
It's
because
wrestling, not ballet.
I'm such an unsafe worker.
I wouldn't
you know.
put it past you to make me have to do double duty, Turner.
well, I mean, you know, if we have to, I mean, we could certainly have the Wild out there to make sure nothing happens. You know, maybe some special enforcers.
Yeah, sure. I mean,
Yeah.
what are we doing that night? Anything special?
Not that I know of.
I may give you the night off. You may defend your tag titles. You know, who knows?
Yeah, either or.
Hasn't been announced yet.
Yeah, I like it. Cool. All right. So I like this whole idea. Feeding families is always a good thing.
Yes.
Anything else
I
we
like
need to
that.
know?
No, just come out to all the shows. Support every local wrestling company there is in Maine.
Yo, by the way, right there, I'm going to stop you right there. I love that. Support every wrestling company in Maine. I don't like the whole like us against them mentality. I work for everyone. So that's cool to hear.
Yeah.
I like that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Even if you got beef, it doesn't matter. You know,
Yeah.
just do it.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, man. So we'll let you go. Thank you so much for being on and hanging out with us here for almost an hour, actually.
Yeah,
So,
I'll be enjoying going back and listening to what you had to say. Since I was supposed to be here.
yeah. I only called them 5 times.
I apologize. Like I said, I apologize again.
No, I agree with somebody tampering with your stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
I hope you find out who it is, man.
Yeah.
Mm,
Me too.
I think it's Tamuel Tatthews.
That son of a bitch.
I know, he's a jerk.
Son of a bitch, Tamuel Tatthews.
Tamuel Tatthews.